I will. I will do that, but you got to say hi on camera first. I'll do that. We're here playing with the Bobcat, that's all. Good evening and welcome to our first ever broadcast from the Stands Productions, actually literally from the stands here with the Bobcat, and we're getting ready for Bobcats basketball. You ready for a win? He's ready for a win. We appreciate it. Go pump that crowd up, all right? All right, here we go, Bobcats. Welcome to the From the Stands production of Bobcats basketball as we are test driving this thing out here in the second half. Wesclin and Salem. Bobcats right now trailing 16-11 as we play with 4:50 to go here in the second, or third quarter, rather. Toby Golian with the play-by-play. Chad Wilkins, the camera guy, as we get this going. Here's Noah Nix from the free throw line. This one is no good. Rockers with the rebound for Wesclin. Salem led 4-3 after the opening quarter. They trailed 14-11 once Nix and Smith hit the bench with 2 fouls each. And Markby, the big man for Wesclin, took over. He has it now on the block. Looks to drive on Smith. Smith stays straight up, and they throw himself on the floor. And Smith picks up a foul, his third, and that's a bad call because all he did was say straight up. And they gave the big guy the benefit of flopping down on the floor by throwing himself into Smitty, and that's his third. Tough call there. Big man misses. Free throws have been the story. Salem just 2 out of 9 from the free throw line in the first half. Wesclin was 4 out of 6 in the first half. They're 4 out of 7 now. They lead by 5, and they're going to have trouble now with Smith on the bench. Nix is going to have to stay in the ball game with his 2 fouls. Second one is up and in. Our broadcast powered by Midwest Farm and Land Company. And the Frederick Agency in Centralia, Brandon Swartzlander and the crew. They don't just do it, they live it. Here's Noah Nix out to Connor Tennyson. Up top, Gavin Zimmerman also in there. Sam Green, number 2, and Jaron Stroud, number 13. Cats have not scored in a while. Now Tennyson to the rack, and he is fouled. And Connor is going to go to the line to shoot a pair. See if he can help the free throw percentage. It's Connor Tennyson. Shot up. No good. So that's 2 out of the first 10 made from the free throw line for the Bobcats. Tennyson in and out again. No good. So Rockers will bring it up. His team up by 6. Under 4 to go, third quarter. Tasker playing with 3 fouls. Good feed inside. Shot up, and Nix just picked up his third. Same guy called the same thing there. A little cheapy. And this could be big for the Bobcats. Aiden Farhoff yet to score. He's at the line for Wesclin. Salem's got to roll the dice, I would think, with Nix. You're going to have to let him play with 3. You cannot have him and Smith on the bench at the same time with Markby in the ball game. So they're going to roll the dice with the 7th grader. His team trailing by 6. Farhoff will have 1 more free throw. This one is in and out. No good, and Connor Tennyson with the rebound. Connor brings it up. Skip pass over to Green. Drives to the basket. Floater missed it. Tip. Rebound loose. Rockers has it. Rockers will bring it up for Wesclin. 3.5 to go in the quarter. They'll get it up to Tasker. Zimmerman tries to get in his grill. Pressures him. Now picked up his dribble. Comes over to Rockers. Rockers drives baseline. Jump pass. Is caught out of the air. Now Tasker for 3. In and out. No good. Rebound Tennyson. And here comes Jaron Stroud on the run out. Stroud into the front court. Bounce pass to Green. And Green gives it to Tennyson. Over to Nix. Left side Zimmerman. And Zimmerman back out top. Over to Stroud. Now Tennyson. Gavin gets it to the top of the key, just inside the arc, and he buried it 2. Gavin Zimmerman's first bucket of the ball game. Salem's first points here in the quarter. come with 2:32 to play. They trail 17-13. Tasker to the right side, around 3 defenders. Now a fourth floater up and in. What a move by the big little man, Luke Tasker. He got through 3 defenders on his way to finishing off the glass. 6-point lead for Wesclin. 2:13 to go in the third. Here's a floater, and it's good. And the big man tried to take a charge, and they're not going to give him that call. Sam Green, 4-2. Coach Green wanted a foul called on the flop, but no call there. Rockers hands it off. Zimmerman steals it away. Good job by Gavin Zimmerman. Up ahead to Green. Green drives to the bucket. Layup is good. Sam Green with 2 more. Starting to heat up. He's got the Bobcats down to just 2. Sam hit the runner with 30 seconds left to beat Altamont Lutheran the other night. Tasker gets a screen from Markby. Triple team. Gets it to Rockers. He'll try a 3, and he buried it. It's a big 3 by Harrison Rockers. 22-17 Wesclin. 1:20 to go in the third. Green will bring it up. Gets a screen from Nix. Moves to his right. Still moving to his right. Now finds Noah inside. Works on Markby. Loses it. And here comes Wesclin with the steal. 1:05 to play in the third. Rockers brings it up. Smith with his 3 fouls. Going to get off the bench here. Final minute of the third. Screen and roll to Markby. No one's there. Travel. They don't call it, and he gets the foul and the bucket. Boy, he sure did get an awful long way without dribbling the basketball. And Markby at the line, trying to extend a 7-point lead. That foul is going to go against Jaron Stroud. Nix is going to sit. Smith is going to check in. And Seth Markby to the line. He's got 12 points tonight. His team is up by 7. Good. Make it 13 for the big fella. Well, the Bobcats had it cut to 2, and just like that, a 6-0 run has made it 25-17. Here's a drive by Green. Gets it out to Stroud. He'll find Tennyson with 40. Tennyson to Harris. Kale puts the ball on the floor, gets to the corner, now picks it up inside to Smith. Smith, spin, shot, blocked by Markby. Went straight up. Good defense there by the big fella. Chance to extend the lead to double digits for Wesclin. Here's Rockers. Into the baseline, quick trigger 3. This one's no good, but a rebound by Wesclin and a foul by Harris reaching in. So Cale Harris picks up 1, sending them back to the line for 2. Aiden far off. He just missed 2 in a row. We'll step back to the line. Free throw no good. Well, you found your shooter if you're Salem in a tight ball game late. Wesclin will get a couple of subs in. Chungus checks in, number 21. Second free throw for Adam Farhoff. On its way, and this one's no good. Smith with the rebound. Sam Green in the final 10. Here in the third, his team down by 8. Clock to 6. Screen. Green. 3. No good. Smith with the rebound, and at the buzzer, doesn't shoot. He looks to pass it out, and Coach Green is beside himself inside his own head. We played 3 quarters. Wesclin 25, Salem 17. Once again, our broadcast brought to you by Midwest Farm and Land, powered by the Frederick Agency in Centralia. We will have our Midwest Farm and Land player of the game coming up at the conclusion of tonight's ball game. And possibly 7 short minutes. We shall see. Checking the sports calendar for this week. If you're interested, the Salem Lady Wildcats tip off their season at the Salem Thanksgiving Tournament coming up tomorrow night. I'll have the play-by-play on WJBD Radio for you. Also going to have the girls' game coming up at 6 o'clock on Friday night, where they take on Teotopolis, and Saturday afternoon at 5:30 when Highland will be in town. So Salem with 3 games in a row to start their season, and I'll have all 3 on WJBD Radio and streaming on the World Wide Web at WJBDradio.com. 7 minutes on the clock. Salem trails Wesclin 25-7 as you get a shot there at Coach over on the Wesclin side trying to get his team ready to go. That guy on the far left there, that's their 5th grade coach. Had a chance to coach against his team this past weekend. They're pretty good too. And there's the Bobcats. Coach Husk there in the purple. Coach Green, of course, the head coach for the Bobcats. He coaches hard no matter what the sport. Love it. Final frame here is Wesclin will have it. Tennyson steals it away and a block, and Harrison coming from behind blocking Tennyson, but Connor gets the benefit of the foul call. So Salem is 2 out of 11 from the free throw line tonight. Going to have to be a lot better than that here in the 4th quarter to come back and get this one. Tennyson, free throw. In and out and back in. Got that one. Connor, of course, son of Shane Tennyson. It's a part of that 93 McLeansboro team. I think they were like 30-3 or something like that. Almost as good as those mid-late 90s South Central Cougars teams. Second free throw is no good by Tennyson. Rebound to Wesclin. Rockers will bring it up. He'll find Markby. Top of the key to Elliott. To Rockers, and Smith steals the ball away on the pass to Markby. Got to score each of these possessions now as Harris brings it up on the high dribble. Gets it to Tennyson on the baseline, inside to Stroud. Stroud over to Smith at the free throw line. He'll go to the bucket, layup, missed it. Rebound to Rockers. Easy buckets, got to make them. And Rockers brings it up on the shutdown defender, Connor Tennyson. It's a good matchup here. Markby deep outside the arc. Finds Elliott at the top. Now over to Rockers. Inside Markby. Markby turns on Stroud, goes up and in. Once he got away from Smith, Stroud wasn't going to do anything to him. Green brings it up. His team trails 27-18. Green for 3. In and out, no good. Rockers had it, lost it, and he saves it to Tasker. Good hustle by Harris and Rockers. He'll bring it over on the left side to Markby. Out top to Elliott. Inside Markby, pass is tipped. Tasker has it. He'll get it to Markby at the high post. And Markby, a collision. My goodness, that has to be one way or the other. It's got to be a foul on Salem, a charge on Wesclin, or travel, but instead they say, no harm, no foul. Stroud is out, and Gavin Zimmerman checks back in, number 3 for the Bobcats. Here comes Sam I.M. Green. 5.5 to go in the game. He needs to bring his team back. Here's Zimmerman. Zimmerman to Stroud. Stroud to Harris. Harris for 3. He's got one already, and that's the second one. Cale Harris. 2 threes, has the lead down to 6 with 5:10 to play here in this 4th quarter. Zimmerman picks the pocket of Rockers, looking to go all the way, coast to coast layup, no good. Loose ball, Green has it. He'll dish it back out, or dribble back out. Green picked up his dribble, finds Smith. Smith loses it, and it goes off of Wesclin and out of bounds. It looked like he had Stroud on the other block. Could not get it to him. Baseline inbound for Green. Out to Harris. Back over to Zimmerman. Out to Green. Looking inside. Not there. Now drives and he dishes and it's loose. And it's tipped out to Gavin Zimmerman. Over to Green. 6-point Wesclin lead. Green to the top of the key. Had Harris briefly but couldn't find him. Here's Green. Drives. And we have a on the floor foul before the big man got him. That's going to go against one of the other players. It's going to go against number 11. That was a collision, folks. Here's Harris inside to Stroud. Turnaround jumper is good. Jaron Stroud with his first 2 points. Lead is 4. With 4:20 to go. Salem fighting back. Led most of the first half until their bigs got in foul trouble. Here's the screen from Markby. Inside give and go. Shot up. Foul, and it's good. Dominating inside, the big man yet again. That foul is going to go against Sam Green, and that's his first. Markby at the line. He's got 17 tonight, trying to make it an and one. No good. Rebound to Green. The lead is 6 again. Green into the front court. Over to Zimmerman. Inside to Stroud. And a bunch of arms was grabbed onto over there. Coach Green not happy. I thought it should have been a foul too. Nothing doing. Noah Nix is in. Smith is going to check out. Both of them were 3, but only 4 minutes to go in the game. They're going to get Smith one more breather probably before bringing him in. Pass. Green goes up and grabs it. Green drives, dishes to Nix. Nix goes to the bucket. Blocked, but a foul. And we got a break. Markby with a clean block. And the officials, who have been kind of guessing all night, guess wrong, but we'll take it. Cats go to the line. Noah Nix is there. 3 out of 13 this team is today. Noah, free throw, good. Nix, though, has hit all 3 of his. Connor Tennyson back in, and Cale Harris will have a seat, a 5-point lead for the Wesclin. Second free throw, good. Noah Nix with 6. Lead is 4. Rockers into the front court. Here comes the trap. Gets it over to Tasker. Tasker to Markby. Markby doesn't want the ball. He'll hand it off to Tasker. Looks to drive on Zimmerman. Zimmerman tries to stay in front. Moves to his left. Now the free throw line jumper and a foul coming from the backside. Got him on the arm. That foul will go against Zimmerman, and that's his 3rd. Smitty will come off the bench after the first Tasker free throw. And Luke Tasker doesn't miss much at the line. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He's just got that feel about it. He's a good shooter. This one's no good. Put the voodoo on him and do it again. In spite of that miss, this young man, an excellent free throw shooter. 4-point Salem lead. Tasker trying to make 1 out of 2. Free throw. Good. 5-point lead for Wesclin. Salem with the ball with 3.5 to play here in this ball game. These two teams with postseason aspirations, but they're going to have to get through each other in the regional to get to where they want to go. Centralia is going to have something to say about that too. Here's Stroud backing it out. His team down by 5. Green wants it, comes to get it. Here comes Green, over to Tennyson. Little screen coming. Smitty out top. Smitty inside to Stroud. Backs his way in. Little fadeaway up, no good. Connor Tennyson has it. On the floor, loose. Still loose, and we get a jump ball to go to Wesclin. So the Cats will set up their zone, or their man-to-man run and jump trap again. But first a timeout. Wesclin with 2:59 to play here in the 4th quarter as they lead Salem 30-25. Toby Gillian with the broadcast here for you. And if you're looking for hunting, recreational, farmland, or just another land for some income, Brandon Swartzlander, John Hutchins, and the crew at Midwest Farm and Land Company, powered by the Frederick Agency, are your ticket to that dream lifestyle you'd like to lead. They also have all the business and residential property at your disposal as well. Contact Brandon Swartzlander and Midwest Farm and Land for more information. Toby Gillian and Chad Wilkins with you. Bobcats in a good run with Wesclin, team that beat them a year ago in the regionals. And all these 8th graders on this team, along with Noah Nix, wanting a bit of revenge in that one. The JV losing big earlier tonight. They've got some things to work on as they prepare for the middle half of the season that will be coming up shortly. Not even to Thanksgiving yet. 17 points for Seth Markby leads the way for Wesclin. Noah Nix has 6 points. Cale Harris has 6 as well to lead the way for Salem here tonight. But if they fall in this one, they'll look to the free throws and the early foul trouble that saddled the bigs and let Markby take over the middle part of this ball game. Full court pressure by the Bobcats. They trail by 5. 2:59 on the clock. And before, the officials are going to get together and talk about something. And we're good to go. Might have been asking him if he could move on the baseline or not. Maybe he forgot if there was a made basket, which is easy to do with everything going on. Here's Rockers. Tennyson's going to guard him to Markby. He stops, gets it back to Rockers. He'll dribble with the left hand. Looks up top for Tasker. Tasker to the right side. He traveled, no call. Markby with the rebound over Tennyson. Shot up and in. 32-25 is the score. 7-point lead. Green brings it up. Over to Zimmerman for three. Gavin gets it to go. Zimmerman hits the three. Timeout, Salem. 32-28 is the score. Wesclin on top by 4. As Salem starting to feel it a little bit from the outside. As you see, get a good look there at the crew for the Bobcats. There's Gavin Zimmerman, just hit that big three. Coach Green, again, doesn't do anything except 100%, including coaching. This is why I love talking basketball with him, but also coming and watching him coach. Good shot there of Dave Luce, one of the all-around good guys, the official there to the left. I know he was a part of the big Somerville Raccoon Pinkout game that happened last night. And a good crowd on hand to help Ashley Adams, of course, second grade teacher at Raccoon, the wife of Marty Adams, Salem Hawthorne principal. And so a lot of prayers go out to her. She was diagnosed with cancer, and they're doing their best to fight and beat it. So again, our thoughts and prayers go out from FTS Productions to them. 2:24 to go, 4-point lead for Wesclin. They have the basketball against Salem's full court press. Cats have gone 8 deep tonight, limiting that bench. Here's Rockers, brings it up, can't cross the timeline yet. Tennyson just sliding his feet, how about 5 seconds? Still sliding his feet, how about 5 seconds? There's 5 seconds, Connor Tennyson. About 15 seconds. Referee was, or the coach from Wesclin saying get his hands off, but Connor Tennyson didn't use his hands. He put his hands out, and a good job by the defensive lockdown master, Connor Tennyson. 4-point lead, Cats down with the ball. They drive it to Zimmerman. Gavin out to Stroud. Stroud finds Connor with under 2 to play. Tennyson drives to the baseline, trying to find Smith. Can't. Gets it to Stroud. Over to Green. Going to run some high series here as they get it to Smith. Good screen there as Green has to pick up his dribble. They get it in and it's poked away. Green gets it back. Gets it to Smith. Smith passes to nobody. Just turned and threw it away. So after the turnover, Wesclin doesn't give up points. Now they'll try to add to their lead. Salem needs a lockdown here, needs the ball back. Tasker brings it up, and a hand check foul on Zimmerman. But bonus time, and that is not who you want to foul to put on the line. Tasker is going to go to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. He is 3 out of 4 and has 5 points on the night. Looking at 3-point shooters for the Cats, you've got Zimmerman, of course. Green in there as well. Stroud and Tennyson can hit them, but they don't typically shoot many of them. Tasker hits the first. He'll have another, trying to make it a 6-point lead. A little guy puts it up, and good. You might have seen his one miss of the year earlier. It's a 6-point lead for Wesclin. Cats need a bucket. Under 90 to go. Gets it to Tennyson. Connor drives to the right side. Still dribbling. Still dribbling. Dribbles down to the corner. Now finds Zimmerman. Gavin like to get open for a 3, and Wesclin doing a good job of extending their defense. Here's a 3 from Green. This one's off the mark, and Rockers has it with a minute to go. Cats are going to have to foul, and they do. Connor Tennyson will put Rockers at the line. Harris and Rockers tonight, 1 out of 2. And he'll go to the strike. 34-28. Wesclin on top. Trailed most of the first half, but then the Cats' big man, Nixon Smith, got into foul trouble, and then Markby, the Wesclin big man, took over. Harrison Rockers makes the first. Cats have missed 10 free throws, though, tonight themselves, so they'll look at that. And they go back to the game film. Here's the next one from Rockers, no good. Smith with the rebound. Cats have got some life, but they got to hurry, down 7. Tennyson gets it to Smith. Smith drives and just puts down his shoulder, and a foul on Markby. 46 seconds to go. Free throws for Caleb Smith. Nope. Yes. Oh, out of bounds on... They said it was on the floor. How is that on the floor? He threw up the shot as he lowered his shoulder. There's no way that's on the floor. Tennyson out to Zimmerman. Over to Green. Green looks to drive. Can't get around his man. Then he steps in and shoots one off the glass. No good. Markby with the rebound. And starts swinging the elbows. And Tennyson's lucky he didn't take one off the chin. The Cats are going to, barring a big comeback, fall in this one. It'll be a tough one to take, because they had the lead early, but then saw it slip away in the middle to end of that first half, and they've never been able to bounce back. Had it cut to 2 a couple of times here, but couldn't get over the hump. And a big reason why is Seth Mackby. He has 19 points in the ball game. One and one in the bonus. Free throw. Good. 20 points for the big man. He'll have one more. Tennyson is out. Harris is in. Looking for a quick 3 if you're Salem. Second free throw is no good. Rebound to Green. Final 35. They got to hurry. Down by 8. Sam into the front court. Sam to Smith. Over to Harris. Harris drives. They need... How is that not a foul? Got him on the side of the arm, but they say he blocked his shot out of bounds. 23 seconds to play. Got to shoot the 3, though. Who cares who it is? You got to put it up. 2s aren't going to do it. Final 20. Harris to Green. Green dribbles to his right. Final 18. Final 15, and the Cats are going to fall. There's Green's 3, partially blocked. Smith shot partially blocked, and Smith is upset. He's been getting banged all night. No call. Feels like he's gotten some cheapies on him. Noah Nix checks in, and Smith just smiles, and he'll come out. Coach Green frustrated too, and understands Smith's frustrations. Wesclin wants a timeout with 7.8 seconds to go to get subs in, I guess. I don't know, but they're going to. And they'll earn the victory here at Franklin Park. Salem will try to regroup and get ready for this weekend. This weekend, the Bobcats will head to St. Anthony's Shootout in Effingham, as they will be competing there. And we do have those times for you here in just a moment, if I can get to it. All right, the schedule for this Saturday. The JV Bobcats will play at 11:30 and 2 o'clock at St. Anthony. The Varsity at 12:45 and 3:15. Here's Harris for 3. No good air ball. Rebound to Wesclin, and that will do it. Our final score will read Wesclin 36, Salem 28. As Wesclin gets out of here with the victory. Hard to pick a player of the game, as the Bobcats have a bunch of people contribute, but our player of the game tonight's going to be Noah Nix. Nix had fought foul trouble early on, came out, finished with 6 points. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. That alone tonight is enough to get you player of the game, as the Cats were dreadful from the strike all night long. So they fall tonight, and their next games will come up this Saturday from the St. Anthony Shootout. And Salem will play St. Anthony and Greenville. A couple of another tough tests. That Greenville team is legit good. And once again, we want to thank everyone watching and Brandon Swartzlander, Midwest Farm and Land Company, powered by the Frederick Agency in Centralia, for sponsoring our debut broadcast of FTS Productions Sports. For Chad Wilkins, I'm Toby Gilligan saying so long till next time. This has been an FTS production.